Sure. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Mabeza. I'm the Regional Legal Advisor at the Pretoria Delegation of the International Committee of the Red Cross, where I've been for 17 years now. And so I feel like I'm really passionate about advancing the African voice when it comes to international humanitarian law.
We'll talk about today. What was significant about today's, particularly today's program?
One of the most significant things, I think, was the attendance, the high level of the number of African Union member state ambassadors who were present here, which is absolutely incredible. The presence of the DIRCO Deputy Minister, Alvin Boertes, who really stood for the South African government to make a call on AU member states to join this high-level initiative on galvanizing political will for international humanitarian law.
Quite a strong message that came through also from the President as well, the Deputy Minister delivering a keynote address. The message is on compliance. How far are we? We're seeing increasing conflicts around the world right now, but the adherence to international humanitarian law, progress therefore.
The world is really at a critical moment, and I think that really came through in the speeches that we heard this morning. We're at a stage where our shared humanity is being tested, but where it's really needed. And so this global initiative on enhancing compliance with international humanitarian law could not be more timely. The ICRC reiterates the message that the law is enough. International humanitarian law as it stands is sufficient. Where we're lacking is, of course, with the compliance. And what we've seen to date with this humanitarian initiative is more than 75 states who've stood up, put up their hands, and who have formally joined this initiative to say that from their side they have the political will to ensure that IHL is complied with. We hope that by the time this initiative ends at the end of 2026, we will be able to say all states in the world have done so.
Looking at the African continent, more than 10 of them have made a commitment to join. The significance thereof, even those that are not in conflict but are supportive of this initiative, how important is that?
Absolutely. I think we're looking at the moment at about 13, 14 African states who've joined. I hear from my colleagues that there are a number of African states who are close, who are about to formally join very soon, indeed before the next UNGA summit, which will be fantastic. From the African continent, not only do we have a large number of conflicts on our continent, in the region of between 35 and 40 ongoing right now, but we also understand the need for solidarity between African brothers and sisters. So even a country like South Africa, which is not facing conflict, understands the importance of ensuring that our continent is conflict-free, and that where conflicts do exist, humanity is preserved through compliance with international humanitarian law.
Let's go back now. The work of ICRC now, what is it about, and also just the significance of member states to support all your initiatives and programs?
Thank you. That's a great question. The ICRC is a humanitarian organization. We are known as the guardians of international humanitarian law. Our role really is to support governments when it comes to the proper implementation of the law, but also its development. And so we take that role very strongly. Here in the Pretoria delegation of the ICRC for Southern Africa, we cover 9 states, and we work very closely with those governments to ensure that their legal systems are ready, that in times of peace, necessary steps are taken to ensure that should conflict arise one day, which of course we hope it won't, that the necessary laws are in place. We work particularly closely with the South African government. DIRCO has always demonstrated a very strong support for and commitment to international humanitarian law, which we are extremely grateful for. And this is evidenced through a number of partnerships and projects, one of which will be coming in the first week of December in this very room. We'll be back for the 24th annual Regional IHL Seminar on International Humanitarian Law, co-hosted by DIRCO and the ICRC.
Let me thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.